7 o'clock, but we're gonna wait a few minutes for people to show up. Hey, we've got viewers. Sound off, chat people. How's it going? Also notice the nice little Victory Day ornament in the background. That's neat. We'll wait another 45-ish seconds before getting started proper. Alright, with that, hello everyone. I am, of course, Far-Flung Wanderer, and today we'll be continuing our playthrough of IL-2 Battle of Stalingrad, or rather, Battle of Moscow. Continuing where we left off. Last week we actually had a no IL-2 stream, but 2 weeks ago we managed to make some pretty decent progress, reached the next phase of the war, did some successful sorties. It's been going okay so far. But now we get into, well, the war rages on. Doesn't really get into anything other than more dying. Today is the 15th of October 1941. We are still based out of Lasievo Airfield. The clouds are low, 600 meters. It's frigid -1 degrees Celsius. The barometric pressure of 730 millimeters of mercury. Winds to the east at 5 meters per second. So, we're on the flight line today. Yeah, that enemy troop concentration, were we on that one? We were. In fact, that was the last flight from the last time we flew, and we managed to get 3 anti-aircraft guns. So, today we're going to be going after an enemy railway junction. That railway junction being at Bashkino, which I'm pretty sure we've been to before, once or twice. For those who are unaware of the strategic overview, things are not looking great for the Soviet Union. It's early into Operation Typhoon, and the Germans are making significant advances on all fronts. So we're going to go back to doing what us Sturmovik pilots do best, which is blow things up and die in horrific numbers. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get us to the loading screen. Sorry everyone, just quickly checking some things before we get going. Okay. Hey, thanks for the host, Yoan. So today we're going to be, in this flight at least, we are going to be number 5 in flight. Meeting fighter cover at Kubinka. And it should be a pretty straightforward attack on a railway junction. We've done this before. So looking at the flight plan, taking off at Vlasievo at 90 degrees, 133 meters off the ground for 10 kilometers, then making a sharp turn to the Kubinka airfield, which will be at bearing 283 for 43 kilometers at our traveling altitude of 1500 meters. From that we head almost due south to the target area itself, Bashinko, at bearing 176 for 34 kilometers. After loitering there for a while and doing what damage we can, we're going to head out to waypoint 4, which is at bearing 36 for 23 kilometers, and then return to Vlasievo at bearing 69 for 18 kilometers. Checking our loadout, we once again have been equipped with what seems to be the standard 2 Fab 100 bombs in our bomb bays here and here, and 8 RFS 132 rockets. And again, our nose gun has been replaced with 2 23mm VYA-23 cannons. So we're loading pretty much standard. It's worked out pretty well for us so far. And if something goes wrong, it's pretty easy to ditch all of our stores so that we're not carrying any extra weight for a return trip. And one of the unusual upsides to us losing the war is that all of our target areas are now much closer to home. So if there's an emergency, it shouldn't be too hard to duck back across Soviet lines and make an emergency landing or bail out. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and boot up the mission itself and get situated. Okay, sticks in place. Once again, we'll only have a couple of seconds to get ourselves ready to take off, so I'm going to have to work on that real fast. When our friend on our left takes off, we go. And rotate. We are up. Alright, so now we'll begin our circle. Pretty soon I'm going to have to drop out of boost mode and lower the RPM so we don't worry about killing our engine for the in-flight. Hey Liv, it's good to have you on, and yeah, it's very hard for something like this to have natural sounding dialogue for the most part, so you're either using canned full lines or you copy and paste responses together. It's just the nature of the beast. Maybe someday they'll make it sound a little bit more fluid. Yeah, no, I totally get that too. There's a kind of charm to that janky, you know, man, 5 o'clock, that kind of thing. Though to its credit, Arma 3 I think did a pretty good job for the most part of making that sound a lot more natural. Ooh, engine coolant temperature. What's going on here? Alright, so let's just get back up with our squadron. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember our flight plan correctly, we're number 5 in flight. Yep, that kind of janky 1, 2, 4 kind of stuff. Yeah, that was my bread and butter back when I was in high school, the old Arma 2. It's kind of weird to call Arma 2 old. It's kind of weird to call Arma 3 old, but that's just the nature of things, I guess. Alright, so that's our gap right there, so I'm going to start sliding in. With any luck, our fighter cover will do the job and protect us as we fly about, but no promises. I'm a bit wary about this formation they don't have. It doesn't look quite right. It's too tight. I don't see a real opening for us to slide in. Though we are still climbing to altitude, so I guess we'll just be patient and lag behind. Welcome to the suck indeed. Hang on, we're lagging too far behind. So while I've been playing a little off stream just to kind of de-stress from days at school as we get closer and closer to finals, which starts next week for me. And while I settled on flying the P-40 in a smaller squadron, an air defense squadron, I did try out the P-39 Air Cobra, which was it's a very interesting plane. It has its engine behind the canopy, or behind the pilot's seat, and it runs by a long shaft to the rotor itself. We're getting a bit of jitter on track IR. That's interesting. Have to keep track of that. But anyways, what I was saying was, something I learned about the P-39 is, if you play with the throttle too hard, too fast, like if you accelerate from 0 to 100% throttle too quickly, it will just straight up ruin the engine. It will just straight up break. Your rotor, I don't know what exactly causes it, I'd have to look into it, but that was an interesting surprise when I was going for a takeoff run on a practice flight. Yeah, they are not giving me very much room. Oh, also, I need to disable my navigation lights so we don't attract any attention. Yeah, ouch indeed. It's not terribly pleasant when it happens. The P-40 by comparison is much easier to fly. One of the other things about the P-39 is that it has a more modern landing gear configuration. So the IL-2 and most other World War II aircraft had a 2 up front, 1 in the back. I forget the actual name of that configuration. There's a nickname for it, but it doesn't. I can't remember it. Tail dragger, I think, where you have the 2 landing gear in the wing and 1 in the tail section, and you have to land that differently. You land with your nose high up, and you take off with your nose high up. But modern jets, by comparison, have a tricycle configuration: 1 in the nose, 2 in the rear, usually on the wings or wherever engine nacelles. And the P-39 has that. So it's very interesting to see early experimentation in that kind of aircraft design. I think I see our fighter escort. There's a few dots right off our nose near that flare. Yep, that's them. They're launching flares to let us know they're here. I'm going to ramp up the IL-2 so we can catch up. Yep, our squadron leader's countersigning, letting them know we're here. I wonder if we ever make it to squadron command if we'll have to do that. There are flare gun. I can't quite see it pull it out. I think as long as I have the canopy open. It's Gannett Squadron again. Hello, boys. What are you flying today? Looks like MiG-3s. Nice. As fond as I am of the I-16, the Ishak is not an air superiority fighter. Yep, MiGs, you were right, Lib. Alright, we'll have to see what the rest of the squadron starts doing for formation. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure what I was hearing. It might be the engines of our friends. Yeah, Trackire doesn't want to look to the left today. I don't know why. Alright, I'll have to just be tricky about that. I'm still trying to figure the machine out. It's very useful, but it's not without its little quirks. Oh, that was in response to me. Oh, hello. They're right above us. That must be what I'm hearing. Yeah, well, oh. Where'd you come? Ah, that must be 6. Okay, I'm gonna have to rush to get back ahead of them. Okay, so the thing is, it's much harder to see anything on a monitor when you're watching somebody else play compared to when you're playing yourself. And trust me, my identification skills are not perfect. But it's a bit easier for me because I don't have any video compression or anything crazy like that. I'm just seeing the game native. Actually, I think there might be 1 or 2 I-16s. I don't know. I'm not looking too closely because I don't want to bump into anyone. I'm going to up the engine RPM to try to overtake 6 so we can get into position, and then I'm going to drop it back down. Yeah, trust me, I'm not some identification wunderkind. I've just been playing for a while and I have the advantage of not having a compression ratio. Or whatever the term is. Native 1080p, baby. Or whatever resolution this is. It is looking like MiGs, though. Yeah, it looks like an all-MiG flight. Alright, let's slot in. We'll go to the right of 4 here. Yeah, if I'd been counting, I would have realized that's where I was supposed to be the whole time, but I wasn't. Still getting that twitching in Track IR. I'm not sure what's causing it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this should be a nice, short sortie, and hopefully when we come home from, we will have to see. As per usual, we'll start with bombs, as they're the most dangerous thing I feel to have on the plane. And then from there we'll do some rocket passes and wrap up with guns until we're called out. Shooting past, overpassing. Alright, I'm gonna let him go over me. Hang on, this is bad. I'm gonna lag behind the rest of the flight to avoid a collision. Just hope we don't do anything stupid here as we come back up. And that's flak, the Germans are here. Fighter escorts are hovering, but they haven't called out any German fighters, which means, ooh, look at that flak, or anti-aircraft fire. There's 6 at our 1 o'clock. What are they doing? Looks like they're following 1 in. Alright. Here we go. Again, it just identified a fighter. Let's just hope they can keep them off us while we do this. 2 fighters? Or did he call out the same thing? I think it's 2 fighters. 3 fighters. Unless they're all calling out the same 1 or 2 fighters, I'm not sure. I don't know. Unless we're unusually lucky to run into something different, it's probably more 109 F2s, which are very dangerous. But they should go after our escorts first. Alright, so we're going to follow, I think that's 6 right in front of us in. Do we have any targets? I'm seeing anti-aircraft fire from that industrial section right there, so we're going to go for that first. Holy crap, that's a lot of flak. Bombs away. Bombs away. I don't think we hit anything. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. How's he doing? I'm gonna follow him out to try to give him some cover, give the Germans something else to shoot at. It doesn't look like our bombs hit anything. That's okay. We've suppressed them. What's he doing? Is he RTV? He might be. I'm gonna come in then. Let's use our rockets and try to suppress those anti-aircraft positions a bit more. Okay, it looks like there's a flak gun battery right off our nose. So let's start testing the range. Rockets away. And we're out. Taking light fire. Ooh, that was a bad hit. Are we okay? I think we're okay. I'm not seeing any real engine damage. It's okay, the Ironman bathtub is doing its job. But I think our canopy got fractured because I can hear wind. We're out of rockets, so it's just cannons now. This place is heavily defended. Is that a MiG? Is that a 109? That looks like a MiG. Yeah, you can tell by the rounded of the wings. 109s have boxy wings. Ah, that's where the crack is. Whoa. How did that happen? How are we doing? I feel like we've got actually more severe damage than I think, because this thing feels sluggish. We're going to make another pass and then get out. I don't feel safe in this plane anymore. Ooh, that one hit right in the engine. We're okay, we're okay. Let's just get out of here. Nice. Nice, we took out an APC. And its flak gun. Ooh. Right over our heads. I'm seeing superficial damage on both left and right wing, but I can't tell if there's any real damage. 109, 109. I just heard its engine. There. What am I doing turning after it? Let's turn away as fast as we can and try to find some fighters. I think that's the squadron right there. Holy hell. Somebody needs to tell military intelligence what we're coming up against. The job's not done yet. I think we can still fight. So I'm going to go after that flak battery. Whoa. That 109 made a pass and he missed. Okay, we suppressed that. I don't think we hit anything though. I really should have waved off after that 109 came after us. Somebody's still shooting at us? I can't tell. Yeah, we've got an uncontrollable roll to the left. Well, it's controllable, but it's a roll to the left, and I've got nothing to counteract that. Ooh, easy there, Track IR. Oh, there's a flak gun over there. Let's go after that. I think we got some hits. I saw what looked like an explosion. At the very least, we've suppressed that gun position. We're good. We're good. We're still here. I think we can still fight. So we're going to keep pushing our luck. But once the cannon ammunition runs out, we are getting out as fast as we can. And if I feel like enough 109s are coming after us. But at the moment, I don't hear anything. So I think we might be safe. Ah, this roll. Okay, those machine guns over there, they need to go. We need to do something about those. Oh, Stork 1 RP turned back to Kovinka due to damage. So he'll be okay, probably. We're going to form up with our group and then come around for another pass. rather than make a solo attempt. It's just too dangerous, there's too much gun. I've not heard anything from Gannett about any fighters destroyed, so I think they're still engaged. Easy there, Track IR. Easy. Why is it doing that? Must be some kind of positioning error. I don't know, I'll look at it after the flight. It's manageable right now. Engine coolant. Are we leaking engine coolant? I haven't seen anything about a leak, but... yeah, that might be enough for me to decide to wave off. So we're going to go ahead and make our last pass, and then we're going to go. This is too dangerous. Where's that gun? Okay, off we go. We got a truck, but not the anti-aircraft gun. I don't think we need to... hang on, I think the rest of the squadron's also on an exit path. Let's see. What are we doing, guys? What's going on? Yeah, this roll is... ah, okay. There's the RTV call. If we are actually leaving, I'm going to open the canopy, but if not, I'm going to leave the canopy closed. I want the bulletproof glass. Bulletproof glass. What are we doing? That is a Sturmovik, right? I'm not crazy? He's heading north. Which heading? What are we heading on? Yeah, this is the exit heading. I guess we're climbing back up the altitude. Bump up the RPM. Just try to climb, climb, climb. Yeah, I've opened the water radiator up a little bit more. I wonder, are we leaking coolant? Or are we just running the engine too hot? We're not running it in combat mode, which is good, which means we don't have to worry about engine damage directly. Oh yeah, track error is tweaking. I don't know what's causing it though. Flak. More flak. I think they've started to range us in. Okay, alright. Let's form up on this guy. Yeah, controlling this is going to be difficult, but we can do it. I'm going to open the canopy. As soon as I can maintain control. Hang on. There we go. We're good. For now. Oh, no wonder. Look at that. Yeah, no wonder our plane's acting funny. Our left aileron was shut off. Or, is that an aileron? Yeah, that's an aileron. The elevators are on the tail. No wonder this plane is handling so funny. It's fine. We can correct for it. We're okay. My only concern will be on landing, but for now, we're alright. Well, alright might be a relative term. We're most likely going to survive. In worst case, we can bail out. Surely we're not the only Sturmovix to have made it home. I thought I saw something behind us. I'm worried to take my eyes off the front of the plane for too long. Oh, I think we're starting our ingress flight back to the airfield. Or something. What's happening? Why are we making such a dramatic maneuver? What's happening? Please tell me those aren't evasive maneuvers. Those are evasive maneuvers. That's a 109. Oh, you get back here. That's Soviet anti-aircraft, which is good. Our buddy and I were going to have to be careful. Gannet flight's about, but they may not be able to reach us in time. This is why, children, you listen to the sounds. Because you can always, always, always tell. Trust your ear and trust your instinct. Will we make it home? I don't know. But at least we know we're under threat, which means that we can get out in a hurry. The canopy's already open, which is even better for us. Alright, so that's where the flak's at. I think Gannet might have pulled him off of us. Gannet Ford's Winchester. Really wish I had a roll trim so I could try to trim this out, but I can't. Don't even have a yaw trim. Sorry, the camera's kind of freaking out, but I'm trying to listen for that 109. Almost home. Yeah, we're nearly back. I don't think the Germans will dare follow us as far back as our airfield. Especially now with all of Gannett flight tailing that one guy. I'm not looking forward to the post-mission report on this one. I'm pretty sure we lost a few. Our flight lead had to land at a... What airfield did he say? I think he had to land at Kubinka, where the fighters were at. Where our fighters are housed. Gannett flight. So he'll be alright unless he crashed on landing and died. Easy there, easy there. Come on, baby, hold together. Gannett's still engaged, but I don't see them, so... What the f... Okay, okay, good, we're on landing. Let's try to slide back over to our buddy's right without shooting past him. We're moving too fast. We'll go around. But I think we should be alright. I'm gonna have to trim out this plane's desire to dive. Sorry, what was that? Oh, why am I hearing artillery fire? Is our flak guns going? Are they firing? Sounds like it. Is that or artillery? Like, straight artillery. Please tell me that German fighter didn't follow us all the way back here. I'm not seeing any flak fire, so I think we're okay. Oh, I forgot that our airbase was also codenamed Stork. Stork, this is Stork. Would you like to stork? Stork, 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 stork. Yeah, I thought our back paneling was on. Alright, so we have to be careful so we don't run into our buddy as we make a landing approach, but we're going to land with him. Technically, the game doesn't say you should do this, but the aerodrome's wide enough. So we're just going to follow and make a safe approach so we don't hit him. Oh, sweet God. You guys saw that too, right? Yeah, they took the fight to us. We are going to have to be very careful and land as soon as possible. It's another Sturmovik. Sweet God, we need to get on the ground as fast as possible. Were we shot? No, those are MiGs above us, not... Alright, let's do this. Just gotta clear that anti-aircraft battery. Why am I flying over the anti-aircraft battery? Don't shoot me. Oh God. Okay, we made it, we made it. Alright, we need to get off this runway as fast as possible. So we're gonna just get over, off, towards the hangars. We're gonna end the mission. Look at that! Wow! Look at that! Look at that! That's incredible! What happened? Was there a collision? Holy cow. Okay, we landed. I'm gonna push the plane forward a little. I want to see where this happens. Oh. Oh dear, I think those were both Russians that got shot down there. There must have been a collision when they were going after that 109. I don't think that Messerschmitt is long for the world, though. He's smoking. I don't think that's regular engine smoke, either. Yeah, look at that. He's down. I don't think he was pulling out of that approach. There's at least one more. Let's kill the engine. Hey, Stork? Please don't ram me. Wow. Oh no, ground crewman! Wow, did he do like some kind of Tokyo drift stop? That was impressive. Hey Nillers, it's nice to have you on. Thanks for the host. Let's retract those flaps. Okay. I think we can finish the mission now. What a climactic finish. We didn't do terribly much, don't get me wrong, but it was exciting. Look at all that stuff that got destroyed here at Bashkino. A MiG-1... no, a 109. Enemy 109 was shot down by a MiG. And then a MiG was shot down by a 109. And then the action continued over here. 109 shot down by a MiG. 109 shot down by a MiG. Ah, and here's what happened here. Searchlight destroyed, searchlight destroyed. By... Oh! The anti-aircraft guns knocked out their own searchlights. An IL-2 is shot down by a flak gun. Oh, it must have crashed due to damage. And then, oh no, a MiG and a. So the IL-2 must have gotten shot down, and then the MiG flew into it as it went down. Oh, that's terrible. Who did we lose then? Let's check the planning room. Oh no. Railway junction attack, here we are. Dmitry Morozov was killed. The deputy commander of the squad. Oh, the commander of the squadron was with us today, Vladimir, and he made a crash landing, but he made it. And Arkady Kondratiev was killed. So, we've actually lost, with that, 2 captains. So what is the squadron looking like then? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. 3 wounded and then 3 killed. What a butcher's bill. All in 7 flight. We have just enough IL-2s for the squadron, or what's left of it, but on to the next day. Okay, it's now the 16th of October, 41. Average weather, clouds at 900 meter, temperature negative 2 degrees Celsius. Barometric pressure is raised up to 741 millimeters mercury, winds to the east and 1 meters per second. And we have a new rookie, a junior lieutenant, Nikitin. They must have been replacing losses. Oh! We got way more pilots than they said. Let's see, we've got Captain Baikov, Captain Krylov, Captain Vlasov, Captain Mamantov. There's a lot of ovs, isn't there? That is Senior Lieutenant Rusikov, Senior Lieutenant Efimov, Senior Lieutenant Loganov, and then Junior Lieutenant Nikitin, who is the only person we are senior to in this unit. Oh dear, and only 5 IL-2s. Look at this guy. He is so fresh, he has nothing to his name. All of these other guys are transfers from more elite squadron. Or at least, they're veterans. Okay, we do have a flight today, which is good. Bad news is it's a artillery position attack. So let's see, where are we going? So that river crossing is at the Iskona River, which is by Mishkino. We've been there before. Avtutino. I wonder if that's where the Germans have been launching fighters. No, that's some kind of forward airbase they've captured. All their fighter squadrons are in the back. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you've ever been to this area before. It might have been Soviet territory once. Ivanovskoye, I think we've had to land there once in an emergency. So that river crossing attack is in 7:44 in the morning, and our flight's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's see what happens. Ooh. So, Captain Vlasov and Captain Mamantov were wounded, but fortunately their planes were considered recoverable, so we still have a full combat complement. So, I'm going to go ahead and open up the loading screen. It will read through the flight, and then I'm going to take a very brief break to get ready, and then we'll be back. Okay, this will be a slightly longer one than the last time. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 in flight. Once again, we'll be meeting up with Nikolskoye. That's funny, that's not where our escorts were last time, was it? No, because they were at, they weren't, they were at Kavinka, or... Did the front line change on us overnight? Why am I having a hard time identifying places we've been before? So we went up, we ducked up, and we met our escorts. Huh. Wow, I'm having some kind of weird map dysfunction. I can't find where we were just a day ago. Oh no, what am I doing? That's Kavinka. I'm just a dumb. Okay. So we're meeting up with Gannett again. Anyways. Taking off. Bearing 090 for 10 kilometers. Going over to Kavinka, bearing 283 for 43 kilometers. We're flying a little bit lower today. We'll be flying at 1,000 meters rather than 1,500. And then straight on, bearing 280 to our target. And then from there, after loitering, we'll head out at 086 for 49 kilometers. And then make the return flight at bearing 125 for 36 kilometers. Did the text set us up with anything different? Does not look like it, which is fine. That works perfectly fine by me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and very quickly take a break. I'll be back in maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then we can get on to the second flight of the night. And lo, as the prophecy foretold, he returned. Anyways, let's get to it. Oh, actually, sorry to hold this up for a little bit longer. I want to see what might be causing that strange eccentricity in track IR. Okay, I'm looking at it natively right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see what was causing the jitter. It seems to have gone away. Who knows? If it happens again, I'll look into it. Anyways, same as per usual, we're just going to very quickly get set up and go. Stand by. And go. rotate, gear up. Flaps retracting. I always take off kind of heavy. Maybe I should retract the flaps a little bit later than I usually do. Food for thought. We're doing okay. We'll catch up. Airspeed's climbing. We're all right there. There, we've knocked down to 90% RPM. Should be able to keep up with the squadron as we continue our climb. So we're going to be on the furthest edge of the formation for this one. I am very glad that those anti-aircraft gunners, as we were coming in at the end of that last sortie, didn't shoot us as we flew overhead. We must have drove them battery, though. Engine coolant's a problem again, hang on. Okay. Gotta control the aircraft. Day is a bit nicer today. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Hang on, I need to check. 375 kilometers an hour is the airspeed we're flying at. That's our cruise. I'm not gonna lie, I know that the IL-2 streams don't get a lot of viewers compared to the Stalker ones, but I really enjoy these. I think they're my favorite to play through. I just enjoy flying. Anyways, let's get back into position. Turn off our nav lights, just slot in. I'm going to pick up our speed a little so we can keep up and slot a little bit tighter in. We're too far out. Going a bit too fast. Hang on, hang on, hang on. This might be a bit tricky. There's the fighters right off our 1 o'clock. Give us a bit of right rudder so we can slide in behind and below 4 here. Alright, Gannett's with us now. We're about to make our turn to 280, I think it was. Yeah, 280. Just keep sliding over a little. Okay, I think I've nearly gotten this into an ideal position. Seem to have lost it, hang on. Raven Squadron's a different fighter squadron. The fact that they're engaging anything, though, is a bit concerning. Sorry if I've been really quiet. Formation flying kind of zones me out. I end up just staring really intently at one thing, and the world just kind of falls away. We gotta be close to the destination. Whoa, what's that? Is that Gannet or Zo's 109s? Gannet's not calling out. It might be friendly. Might. Pick it up to keep up with the squadron. They're leaving behind a little. We're about to cross into German territory, so my money is on those being hostile. I think that's flak already. There's that airfield we were looking at on the map earlier. Yeah, that's definitely flak. We just have to hope their aim isn't very good. In the clouds, we should be a little bit safer. Make us a harder target. But there are very few promises. Here we go. I'm going to put the plane in idle as we descend. And bump it up. Death or glory, let us see what happens. Ooh, we're gonna blow past if we're not careful. Slow down, slow down. Looks like we're doing a climb. I'm not seeing any, like, walls of anti-aircraft fire coming at us, which is good, I guess. does make it a little bit harder for us to see what we're shooting at. I see two structures over there on our left at the 10 o'clock position, 11 o'clock position. Open up the throttle a little and climb to get back up to where our squadron is. We're being left behind. Ah, there it is. Hello, Fritz. Flak. Usual assortment of triple A, sorry. It looks like a shallow left-hand bank. Wait, we're at an airfield. What are we doing here? This... Oh, right, yeah, that's right, from the map. But this shouldn't have any Luftwaffe personnel here. It's too close to the front. So whatever's here might be scattered ground personnel. I don't know. And by ground personnel, I mean Wehrmacht here, the infantry. But we shouldn't have to worry about any escort fighters for at least a few minutes. You can bet, though, that there's some being scrambled. We were probably noticed as we crossed the front line. So an intercept flight should probably be coming up to meet us within the next 10-15 minutes, if I had guessed. I'm worried. There was a Sturmovik somewhere on our left and I lost sight of him. Yeah, I have no idea where he's at. Ooh. What was that? There's some kind of position right off our nose, so... Bombs away. Ooh, we just took a bad hit. We're out. Left aileron rod was broken. Immediate RTB. We're gonna dump our rockets and get out. Yeah, that kind of damage is critical. I'm sorry, it's a bit disappointing. I don't think we got anything that time. But, that's just too bad of a hit for us to stay. I'm going to make a course correction to the left and just watch our turn. We're going to make a straight flight back. Once we're back open the border, we're going to open up our canopy. The damage isn't critical, but I can feel it being sluggish. There's that German-occupied airfield. Maybe they'll be a target of opportunity as we fly by, I don't know. Starting to wonder if we should have saved our rockets for that. We'll do a low pass. If we see anything, we'll engage it. Whoa! 109. There's the escort flight. Alright, buddy, you want to play that game? You know, I think we might have actually hit him, but not by much. Alright, we're going to go nape of the earth. We're going to fly as low as possible. Shake these bandits off. Hello, boys. Let's go, let's go. Alright, we're on a good outbound path. We are lucky, lucky, lucky. I'm going to make some minor evasive maneuvers, just in case somebody's lining up on us, which I'm sure they are. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Let's see them follow us. Yeah, I have to be careful with my right-hand turns, or my left-hand turns. It does not want to correct back. I was worried. I didn't realize until too late that I was going to have trouble bringing the plane back into line. Yep. Those are Russians? I think so. We should be over Russian territory. Opening up the canopy, I'm going to start climbing. Get us some altitude. I'm worried that I might overstress the wing. This is about the kind of situation where if you start making dramatic maneuvers, you lose something shears off. But we should be back to friendly waters soon. I mean, we're technically in friendly waters. Yep, there's our shadow. Side of him. I think I hear him. Yeah, there he is. Let's see. If we can get back to Kubinka, or whatever it's called, the friendly airbase, they should be able to cover us with their AAA, which may or may not wave off that 109. We just have to hope and pray. Easy there, Trekker, easy, easy. Alright, right-hand turn. There's our tail, still there. Might attract some attention, but maybe we can warn off the anti-aircraft. Let them know we're coming in hot. I don't know where he is. Completely lost sight of him. There he is, there he is. He's against that cloud. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. It's that little speck. It's possible we've evaded him and he's lost sight of us, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Yeah, you can see, notice how that left, or that right aileron is responding normal, but the left one is just completely stuck in a neutral position. That's the damage. The control rod's shattered. So it's effectively just a non-responsive control surface. Hang on, I thought I heard something. Alright, we're here at Kabinka right now. We're just gonna go right past. Could be we lost the guy entirely, but again, I doubt it. Alright, so if we head kind of southeast-ish, just vaguely, we should be back at Vlasievo within a couple of minutes. Hang on. Thought I just heard something. Must have been my imagination, I don't know. All it takes is for that guy to get one good pass in on us and we're dead. We should be high enough altitude to parachute safely. I'm gonna actually, as a precaution, I'm gonna climb a little. Please don't tell me I was hitting shift instead of caps. It don't matter much. I'm gonna make a direct approach for Vlasievo rather than... So once we reach the town of Yelizarovo, we should be good. Bearing 125, I think we're actually on that course right now. I keep hitting... That doesn't matter. We're doing good. We're nearly home. This thing does have some weird climbing issues, but I think that might be my pitch trim. Just gotta trim it out. Okay, now I've got the roll. Hey Joji, thanks for the host. Alright, we're going to make a straight shot. That's the village, and the aerodrome is just beyond it. You can kind of see it from here. If you look over the manual gun sight. Go back up. You can see that flat piece of grass. So we're going to ready our approach. Yep, straight shot. Gear is being lowered. We're going to have an immediate loss in speed, but that's fine. Yeah, she's being a bit squirrely on this landing, so let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed, everyone. Alright, alright, alright. Touchdown. Alright, we did it. Okay, let's get off this taxiway. All in all, that mission was something of a whiff, but we did survive, which is, well, it's not what matters most from a perspective of the war, but from my point of view, I'm happy to bring Peter home every time. So let's bring our old reliable Sturmovik back so the mechanics can look at it. I can get a reprimand. But hey, we definitely scared the piss out of a lot of Germans. If that isn't a win, I don't know what is. Alright, let's just make this turn. So, we'll be doing at least one more flight tonight before stopping. I was planning to go a good 3 hours. I was expecting this mission to take an hour, but in reality it took about half of that. But yeah, we'll do one more flight, and depending on how long that one takes, we'll either call it quits or we'll do another one. So let's just play it by ear. Gotta watch good old Ivan ground crew. Alright, we are off the taxiway. Bring it to a stop and begin the engine. Yeah, we can stop it here. We can just pretend that the ground crew taxied us over to where we needed to go. As they say in Russia, bouge moi. My god, we did it. Let's check the events log. It was a bit of a nothing burger mission. Friendlies managed to knock out a lot of that artillery position, but we had a bad knock almost immediately. And whatever that 109 was, it turned around and went home, so... Alright, here we go. Yep, successful mission. 7 vehicles destroyed, 11 heavy weapons. Pretty good job on behalf of the squadron. And no additional casualties, which is important. So on to the next day. Friday, 17th October 1941. Weather is heavy, clouds 700 meters. Temperatures drop to -2, and we've got a barometric pressure of 733 millimeters of mercury. Winds to the east, 3 meters per second, no additional planes. Alright, alright. Let's see, planning room, what's going on? Alright, we'll be in the afternoon flight again. It seems to be our shift. I don't remember the last time we had a morning flight. So, let's see what happens. Frontline attack, huh? Oh, I forgot to check headquarters. We'll look at the map in a second. That's concerning. One of the IL-2s got damaged. No casualties, thank God, but that means we're flying with 4 craft, not 5, because the squadron is simply out of aircraft. Again. So let's see. They flew to the front line a good 42 kilometers away. We are flying almost due south, 79 kilometers, to the town of Seliverstovo. Seliverstovo. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, but that's right across the Protva River. We'll be at the extent of German fighter cover again. Let's see, what units are these anyways? So this is a fighter group. Jagdgeschwader 51. Another Jagdgeschwader. Jagdgeschwader. As well as a transport squadron. Interesting. And Kampfgeschwader 21. Which is a HE-111 squadron. Okay, so we've only got 2 fighter squadrons that could reasonably intercept us here. And it's hard to say how many casualties they've taken. I would expect them to transfer out, though. Move towards Bolshoi, Vatyanovo. And these frontward airfields are going to be theirs soon. They're going to move the squadrons forward as the noose tightens around Moscow. Yeah, the situation's rather dire. Anyways, let's start the mission. Now, would you look at that flight path? Huh. Nice big box. E-looking thing. We are last in flight, so we're 4. Meet us at waypoint 2. Interesting. We're going to be meeting up with a different squadron? Who is stationed at Drakino? No one should be. Bit curious about that. Anyways, we'll be flying at 1,500 meters above the clouds. As per usual, we'll be taking off at bearing 090 for 10 kilometers, and we're going to make a sharp right-hand turn to bearing 179 for 70 kilometers. And from there, it's just going to be a real quick hop over to our target area, 229 for 13 kilometers. And then when we're done, we're going to jump back north at 357 for 41 kilometers to land. Actually, no, I'm sorry. There's an interstitial point, bearing 3 for 39. Let me just also mention that this is a shattered Russian front line. You can see it travel up, or a defensive line. And these are areas where it's held. But this blue and red That is the dividing line between Soviet and German territory. So if we run into trouble here, we can't just hop over to this and we're safe. We are going to have to go here or here. Honestly, I'm of the opinion if we run into any problems, we're just going to head back to Drakino and make a direct northward path. Because that'll put us over Russian territory for most of the flight, and there's no guesswork over here, especially if there's any engine damage. Drakino, I'm not thinking is a safe airfield to land at, though. We're not going to try our luck at that. If needs be, we'll make a landing here along the banks of the Nara River, near the town, the city of Serpuhov. Serpuhov? Anyways, what do we have? Okay, same old loadout. Nothing much to talk right home about. Let's get to it. Just get some water. Okay. Off we go. And rotate. We're going to leave the flaps down for a little bit longer. I don't know how much that's really counting for anything. Once we level off, we'll raise them. Okay, in continuous mode, on we fly. Nav lights off. Well, they're pulling away from us real quick, aren't they? It's right, we'll catch up to them in a bit. In fact, let me bump the RPM up 3 notches. That should help. Just a little extra power. Executing a right bank. Careful about our airspeed. I think they're pulling away from us. And we are going to have to be careful because we are nearly out of planes as a squadron. Hang on, we're coming up on 3 rather fast. In fact, we're coming up on 3 really fast. Hang on. I'm going to put her into a steeper climb. RPM's back down to 90%. That seems to be a pretty decent percentage for that, for when we're making cruise. Or really just in general. Engine coolant's being a problem again. Lower our speed, so we don't worry about 3 any. We're not actually quite at our flight altitude at 1500 meters. We're a bit, yeah, we're at 1400. And I'm losing my squadron mates into the clouds, so we're gonna have to be careful. Yeah, wow, I've completely lost sight of them. We're on the right flight path, more or less, so hopefully we can reacquire them as we fly. Slow the engine down a little so we don't blow past them by accident, which would be bad. And otherwise we'll just maintain our flight, and hopefully we'll see them again. They shouldn't be too far away. Yeah, should be right around here. Where did they go? We didn't blow past them, did we? Don't see them below us. Did they come above us? I don't think so. We are a little below our original altitude of 1400 meters. But yeah, I don't know where they went. They're somewhere in that cloud cover, and I'm kind of afraid to duck into it. It's also possible they blew right past us. We're a bit slow. We're at 30 kilometers an hour, and we should be at 375. Sorry, 300 kilometers an hour, not 30. So I'm going to kick the engine up to full, and hopefully we'll run into them. Yeah, nothing. At least you got that artificial horizon. That prevents a lot of problems. Hang on. I think I saw them for a second. Maybe not. We're still roughly on the same path, right? Yeah. Bring us over to the right a little. good. I really wish IL-2 lets you, on higher difficulties, pull up a kneeboard. The God's Eye View map is kind of cheating in a way, but I don't know. It helps given that the game has no other mechanism to tell you where you are. You can't radio your home base and ask for vectoring. You can't radio your squadron leader and ask for position. So, barring me pulling out a protractor, this is the best I've got. Hang on, we need to come right a little. Raven's engaged. Alright, we're nearly at 400 kilometers an hour, so if they're in front of us, we'll blow right past them. Oh, wow, we've climbed a lot. We're at 1,700 meters, and we should be at 1,500. So I'm going to start a controlled descent back down to our ideal altitude. Which also, yep, we've passed over 400 kilometers an hour, and we are now very nearly at 450. We are back at our target altitude, which is good. Better news is we're nearly at the waypoint. I can't believe we lost track of them like that. Damnation. Sorry, I need some water. We're being buffeted by turbulence. I can feel the plane bounce around. Altitude is a little low. We're going to climb again. Getting pitch to cooperate's been a little bit difficult, but I think we've nearly got it. We've drifted off course again. Still no sign of our squadron. Well, we'll be alright. Yeah, the engine's alright. It's just turbulence that's bouncing us, not damage. Can't help being a little bit paranoid, you know? Can never tell what'll go wrong. Yeah, something about the turbulence is causing us to nose over an interesting direction. I have to trust the artificial horizon, but it's just difficult. Because it feels like it's lying. The clouds are the liars. I swear I just saw something flit past. Might have been just a floater in my eye. Alright, we've nearly made it to waypoint 2. No sign of the escorts, but truth be told, I'm pretty sure we've blown past. So we're going to head over to waypoint 3, and circle a bit. Oh, hang on. Haha! That's our squadron right there, I think. That or the escorts, either way. Yep, Gannett just checked in. There's no way they're based out here. I'm not even sure if they're based at the other airfield. They could be just flying over. I'd have to figure out what squadron Gannett is. Wait, hang on. Those are MiGs, right? Yeah, they are. We're good. What happened to Gannett 3? Alright, this means that our squadron has to be nearby. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the target area and then start circling. But we won't make any passes until we're positive we've made contact with the friendly squadron. No sense throwing our lives away. Alright, so Stork's ahead of us and they've started their dive. I don't see them though. That must be our target though, off on our left. So I guess we should begin our descent and try to find them down there. AAA. What is Peter's spot that I have not? There's Flak coming up to greet us. Fingers on the triggers, people. Let's go. Where is that anti-aircraft gun? I see houses. There's the anti-aircraft fire behind us. Alright. Let's make a right-hand turn. And lo and behold, the pride of the Luftwaffe is here to join us. Alright, alright. Let's do this. Okay, I see an anti-aircraft battery there, and there are some guns on the right side of the village. So we're going to make our bomb pass in a bit. We'll make our bomb pass second. Alright, low right-hand turn, avoid that flak. Come on, baby. I think we might have picked up a tail, I'm not sure. Only a searchlight? Seriously? There's no way. Alright, bank in. That battery is still going, so we're going to bomb it. Bombs away. Alright. Ooh, that was interesting hit. We're okay. The canopy's busted, we're alright. Engine's still okay. Took some damage. We're good. We're still here. The plane's holding together. This is controllable. Left wing's okay. I still have flaps, or I have... Okay, so we've got a hole in our right wing, but it's not severe. We're good, we're good. Is that a 109 right there? I think so. Do you think we can catch him? Probably not. He's pulling away too fast, too far. That's a 109 being chased. That's a 109. That's a MiG, right? No, that was another 109. Alright, so there's at least 3 up here. Not ideal. Not ideal. Good news is that we're still in service. Maybe a little bit worse for wear, but we're still flying. Alright, alright, alright. Come on. Left-hand turn. And bank over to the right. Ooh, bank over to the left. That's an anti-aircraft position right there. Just took a minor hit. I don't know what from. I think it was from anti-aircraft. We're okay. Oh, Drakino's operational. We can land there. Excellent. That's a 109. Right off our nose. What's he doing? What's he doing? Spanking in. No, he's spanking out. Alright, then he's not a concern. Let the escorts handle him. Where was that gun position over here? It's right over here. Got one. And we're out. I'm gonna build up some airspeed before we pull in again. So we're a bit slow. Yep, anti-aircraft gun. Great, great. Those 109s in front of us circling. I think there's MiGs on them now. Weighing the odds, I think our damage is not severe enough to where we are screwed. I'm very tempted to RTV, I'm not gonna lie. But I think we have to keep fighting. As long as we can, we have to. Just have to be very careful with how we approach it. That gun positioned right off our nose, that one we can kill. So let's hope he opens up again so I can see it. There he is. That's it right there. Okay, right-hand turn. Over the tree, and out. We are out. That's Sturmovik, I think, off our nose. Yeah, yeah. That's a 109 doing that. Turn right there. Good, okay, we found a friend. Let's stick with our buddy. Something over there. Yeah, I can see it making a maneuver. Another anti-aircraft gun. Good, good. I'm having to provide pretty steady pressure to the stick to the left to manage the roll to the right. This will be tricky for landing, but we should be alright. Oh, wow. That 109 made a pass. I don't think he hit anything severe, though. I don't even know if he hit any... Oh, hang on, hang on. Now you get back. Yes! Yes, we hit him! He's smoking. Can we keep him into a turn? We should be able to outturn him. Come on. Forget it. But we've warned him off, and he might have to RTB in a minute. We might even get credited the kill if he goes down. Well, let's get back on focus. There's another anti-aircraft position right there. You can see him in the copse of trees. Copse. So let's line up for that. There he is. You know, I think we hit him. I'm not totally sure, but I think I saw something. Oh, shoot. We're going in! Oh, no. And that's it for Peter Vorobayev. Wow. What a finish. Killed in action. Yeah, we pushed our luck too hard, I think. What a damn shame. And that's it. Our first dead pilot. Theoretically, we could restart his campaign, but we're not going to. Well, I think on that note, we should probably call the session to a wrap. It's been great flying with you all. I hope you all had a lot of fun. On Sunday, we're going to go back to flying some more, or doing some more Stalker, and next Friday, we'll start again with IL-2, the new pilot, and a new squadron, and hopefully fare a little bit better. You know, them's the breaks. So long, Peter. And, well, good night, everyone.